Okay, everyone, welcome along to my shed with me. Um, Hashtag week fruit. Um, Brian did a great demo last night, turning some pears and apples, and I hope he gets his internet sorted out. Right, okay, so I'm going to do a few apples and a few pears as well, seeing it's hashtag week for the fruit. So I just thought I'll start off with something just plain and simple. Uh, I got a bit of spalted. I don't know what it is. This has been in my log pile for a long time, and it's almost dry. There's a wee bit of a rotty part there, but it might uh, work out on my favour for doing fruit. So, as always, safety first. Make sure everything's tight and you're happy enough where your blank spins without hitting your or your tail post or your tool rest. Sorry. Uh, Make sure your speed's turned down if you have variable speed. If not, put your speed down. Drop the belt down and see what it goes like. And if you feel it's okay, you can increase the the belt size to increase the speed. Uh, as always, I always recommend you use your face shield. Today is no different. It doesn't matter what type of wood you're turning. It all applies. Uh, the day you don't wear it will be the day that something comes off and hits you in the face. That's always the way it works. Right, okay, so we'll just start this up and see what it's like. So I'm going to bring this up to, let's go on its 1400 RPM. So we're just going to bring it around. Let's see what that's like. We're almost there, just a wee bit there. Okay, that's it round. Okay, so per, it can be whatever shape you wanted to make it. There's no set shape or size. I think I'm working with a piece that's 4.5 inches long by 2.5 inches deep. I have this in the chuck on a glue block, tailstock up for support, and we're going to turn some of this waste timber away and start putting the shape into it. Just using the spindle gouge. going to start off a rough shape. Just getting some final shape into it. Okay. We'll give that a wee sand. That was a wee bit loose there, so just want to cut the end of this off. And sand that. We're just going to drill a hole in the top of the pear for the stem. I'll give us a wee taste of sand sealer while we're here. I'm going to finish all the bottoms off at one go and make a wee jam chuck for the pears to go into. I'm not going to colour these pears seeing they're spalted, so I'll just part that off and then we'll finish it the bottom later on when I get the second one done. Give it a wee sand. And a wee taste of wax just to finish that off. I'll just part that off. So what we have here is just switch cameras if I can find the right one to put it to. Uh, oh, okay. Just a wee block of wood with the middle hollowed out to take that. So I need a wee bit more out of the width of this to get the neck in a wee bit further. Let's see what this one is like before we do that. Okay. I'm just using the spindle gauge. It doesn't need a lot. Now this has been sitting for a couple of days, so it's well out of shape. That's it closed up now. Right, so you could do one or two things here. You could use the hot melt glue gun to hold that, and that's what I think I'll do. A few dabs of glue, that's all that's needed, and that will go off nice and hard. We're not doing a whole lot of work to this, so it's only to clean the bottom off this up and just have a look at that. Might be able to sand that. I don't want to do too much cutting at it. See what that's like. Oh yeah, that's alright, that's fine. When you give the glue time to set, it does hold. It holds well too. So, and because I finish on this, most of the glue I'll just pick off and not leave any mark. I'll be going to buff those up later on the buffing wheel so they can get a wee touch then. Just making sure there's no more glue left on the piece, and just picks off. So that's that one done. Just to get a stem, I left a wee bit of thing there on the bottom. I'll just touch up with a black marker just to make it look like the wee pit thing on the bottom of those. So that's one. I'll set that over there out of the way. I'm not worried about the top because I'm going to sand the top of that with the power sander. We'll just put a wee taste of sanding sealer on that. I just part that off. So that's that one done. We'll just have to drill a hole in that. I forgot to do that. That's the hole drilled. And there's that one in. So we've got 2 pairs done. All I need is a buffing up in the buffing wheel. Now we're going to do a couple of apples. Just creating a wee bit of room. just snap it and have a wee look and see what's happening on it. Yeah, I like that. I had to cut through that, so I did. Right, no harm done. Well, we'll have this wee yolk. I'll show you what it is in a wee second. I just need to take that chuck off. A friend of mine gave me this. And it's good for doing fruit on things you need to re-hold after you've turned them and to do more work. Just get rid of this and that. What it is, guys, is a piece of wood hollowed in the outside, a lot of bandsaw marks on it, a Jubilee clip, and a big nut to fit your lathe. And then you've got a nice chuck for the grabbing the likes of that. And we have a point there, so we can sort of, that's where I like to say, should always mark a center point, and you can use it for lining stuff up. So we have that and that, and we just tighten, because there's slats in this, when you tighten a Jubilee clip, it'll tighten down, creating a wee bit of pressure on that. And all we need is a wee bit of pressure to hold that in place while we finish it. And as long as you're not too rough on it, you should be able to do what you need to do. That's a bit high still. Okay. I take it down a wee bit, and then hollow in the middle of it. Then get a bit of sandpaper. We got a touch of sand sealer. Just watch out for that Jubilee clip coming around, because if that hits you in the hand, that would do some damage. I just want to give us some sanding sealer. I'm going to be buffing these up on the buffing system. I just wanted to put some sand sealer on that before I turn it round. Now before I turn that round, I'm just going to get my hammer and just to stress that wee bit on the bottom. And later you can add a wee bit of black marker to it to simulate the colour of the wee pith thing. So that should just come out. It does. We can turn it around and we can do the other side. Now we don't have a center point for this one because it broke off, but what we can do is nearly angle it center. It doesn't have to be 100%, and give it a wee push in and bring our Jubilee clip up and give it a wee tighten. There's just enough there to grab it, and that's all you want, but it's a good idea. And again, gently does it. And you can just bring that round enough. As I say, an apple's not entirely round. It's all shaped, so you don't have to really worry too much about the shape. Just give it an undercut so that you can get in there, and then you can put the stem in afterwards. And again, that needs a wee taste of sand sealer on it. And these what do you call it? Jaws, if you want to call them jaws. You can make them any size you want. All you need is a big drill a hole for stem. And just loosen the bolt, and that comes out, and you've got your apple. And with wormhole, blemishes, colour, you don't need to do any more than that to that, other than just give it a polish. Now, the thing that we would do would be turn all your apples one go, roughly to the same shape and size. They don't have to be totally the same size, as long as they're in the vicinity to fit in this chuck. Just turn it around to make this end a wee bit smaller and cut that in. When I have it, the chance to do it in between centres. And because we've left these on, this will give our centre. We'll just push that in and bring our tailstock up. And give it a wee bit of pressure. move your cubic clip to the end, and all you need to do is tighten that a wee bit, and that should hold that enough for you let you take that spigot off. The diameter of this apple is bigger than the hole, and it's not getting in further enough. So what you can do is rub a bit of tape around it. Remember, all you're doing is taking this wee bit of wheat off and wanting to finish the bottom of that. Where are we? So that's 3 apples done. So we need the wee pits things. So that's a great thing to have. All you need is to get an M33 size bolt for your lathe and cut a hole in that and epoxy it in, and then cut this out in the inside, and then with a hacksaw or bandsaw cut a lot of fins in this, and it works the best, as you see. I'm just going to sand the ends of these here at an angle. like so. And it just fits into the apple like so, and it looks the business. So that's what we've got so far. What camera are we on? This one. So we've got some apples and pears. Need a bigger bowl. I've got plenty of those. I'm just finishing off this last pear, and then I will stick all those wee stems in, and get the polishing mop onto the lathe, and then I will polish those up, and that'll be my contribution for hashtag week for the fruit. You just can't make one. Right, that's sad enough. All I need is take this wee bit off and then round it over and drill a hole in it. Just have a wee look at that, see what it's like. There's a wee bit more there. Oh, oh dear, dear, dear. That sun's warm, I'm telling you. The amount of rain that fell last night, shocking. I thought it was coming through the window. It was that hard. Right, that's that done. I'll just drill a hole in it. So that's that. All I need is an RV, or that wouldn't be too big. It's too small, that one. So we'll make an R1. It doesn't take long to make one. So where did I put that bit? Oh, there's a... This is a bit of mahogany this time. Using all the wee bits up I have laying around the place. Oh, right, we're finished with that. We can get rid of that. And my sanding disc back in again. And then we have one stem. So, right, that's all my apples and pears made. Say all they need is glued in and the things polished up and the polish them up. So there you are, guys. I'll get a wee picture up later on of the finished pieces all in a bowl. Plenty of bowls knocking about. That one's too small for it. I will get a bigger bowl and put them in it. Presentation is everything. Okay, so I'll say farewell for now, and we'll pick up later on.